Welcome to the stream. Hope you all are doing well. This time we're gonna be hopefully 99% sure we're gonna finish up Stormblood today. Now you're probably wondering, why didn't I start the battle from the beginning and why am I here? Unfortunately, again, for like the second fucking time now, Torn from the Heavens got copyright claimed by Warner Media or Warner Chappell. They don't own the rights to the fucking music. Square does. Square has the rights to their own music. Warner Media has no jurisdiction over this. It's another fucking false claim put on by bots. It's only for Torn from the Heavens. So because of that, since it's only for Torn from the Heavens, I can't necessarily stream that song in the game, which is in the first act of the fight, which I had to skip. So because of that, I kind of had to stop it and play it in my free time, which fucking blows. Also dialing down my mic decibels a bit because I keep yelling and peeking at the mic. But yeah, fun times we're in. It's ridiculous, but yeah, we're caught up though.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Be gone, Moonstruck Coroneer! I am busy!
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever. Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Orinir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
Ah yes, the axe made of stone.
Child, you will learn your place.
Okay.
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Let's get this over with.
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this, but if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
I studied the white mage power, so therefore I know what to do. The song goes hard though. And this one I know won't get. This one I know for a fact should not get copyright claimed, because I know Torn from the Heavens has been giving a lot of shit for a bunch of content creators. Also, that's really loud, so what the fuck? I thought I turned it down! Better fight. Okay. Alright, you're still, game froze. What the fuck?
Bow down before me.
Oh, I have no sprint. That's why it's like doing that.
Kneel or die. Kneel or die. Mark well and learn. Concentrate. Kneel or die.
Christ, this game's fucking intense. Okay. Also, I started the stream early just because I want to get this shit out of the way. I know for a fact I'm going to be stuck otherwise waiting forever to get the damn fight over with.
Bow down before me.
But also, again,
Mark well and learn.
forget there's no fucking. Oh my god. Ian, please. Oh my god.
Kneel or die.
Shit.
Bow down before me. Tremble before the sun.
Let us be about it.
Oh, I'm out of mana. That's why. Or out of MP, rather. QT. I'm actually fucking space bar. Christ. Alright.
Aoife, to me.
Alright. What the fuck is going on?
How about you?
Convince me to complete the Will of the Moon. It's already done, so. Yeah, no, I would have had this, so, one, I want to say properly now, at least, because I did the actual proper time. Welcome on the stream. Hope you all are doing well today. I was going to hopefully have this done yesterday. Clearly not. And then also, got a copyright claim on the fucking last stream because of a fucking bot. So let's skip the first fight, segment of the fights, and do it on my lonesome before the stream started. So, yeah.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat.
Okay.
'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Narma's power is yours to wield. What does the sun say to that?
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy.
Good.
It is the way of the Orinir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
Oh, yeah,
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
just have a stream replay on my phone just so I can check shit.
You? By what are you called?
Y'shtola, why?
Are you
No.
my Nama?
No. Shut the fuck up.
I beg your pardon?
In
Dumbass.
battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love.
Soda.
Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain.
No. No, you're not.
Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
No.
I am. Not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Damn. Man got fucking owned. He got fucking owned.
Little son! Little son!
Okay, no, shut the fuck up.
Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
Damn, she gonna fucking ask for it. Another battle. Fucking
We have wasted enough time here. Sirin awaits for word of our success.
literally, yeah. Let's just get the fuck out of here. This is a waste of our time. It's like, let them fight. We don't fucking care. Let's just get the fuck out of here. No, yeah. I wanted to get this done yesterday. I had some other things I had to tend to, so I had to stop the stream like prematurely midway through the fight. But also, like I said, I got a copyright claim on the last stream because of the fucking song Torn from the Heavens. Anytime that song is used, I get copyright claimed. So for the most part, if I find out there's a segment where that song is used, I'm going to have to fucking cancel this shit. Allegiance, Magnus Instruments. Hey, nice. They're willing to help us. Small tribes. Okay. The problem I have is, like, I wanted to start the stream early because I know for a fucking fact that the last patch of the content is a lengthy patch. And this bit right here, this is a huge turning point in the story. House of the Crooked Coin. Let's fucking go. Because this area, near the end of this patch, and the next patch apparently is what brings shit. Because, like, it's literally what is the end of this patch and the beginning of the next patch. Or the entirety of the next patch, I guess. And then the end of this one that sets everything up for Shadowbringers. Which makes sense from a narrative standpoint, but from a gameplay standpoint, it's kind of fucking annoying because I'm, like, trying to stream all this shit. But the cutscenes, they drag. And it's like, oh, so if I see another thing where it's like several cutscenes will be played back to back, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to wait for that. We're in the final stretch though. Let's just get this over with.
Did it work?
Very good question. Actually, what the fuck happened?
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Nice. Well, it solves one major problem. Now we gotta wrap up everything else. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck she did, but she did something. Alright. Yeah, let's see what everyone else managed to successfully do. Because everyone else has been on their own damn mission. Lisa's trying to get the Eorzean Alliance unified. We've been busy trying to do this, and Tancred's been trying to get more intel. So. The rest is about as much as we need right now. From the name of the call, I'm guessing it's a call to arms, so we're gonna have to, like, probably have to do an emergency defense thing, so we'll find out. Yeah, we got through the Azim step, we got everything done. We have the Aether for the barrier, so. Sweet. Okay, so we just simply stick with what we have to form in the Alliance. Okay, so basically they're just gonna hold the fort over while he goes over for the meeting. Makes sense. Sweet. Alright, we got you with Tancred. Excellent. Because there's only 2 more quests for here, and then there's 5 more for the last patch. So, judging with how we're progressing at pace... Tempest? It's not front. I can't get there. That's or no wait, that's either Shadowbringers or Endwalker. I don't know, because I've never been to any of them. I don't know the major story beats. I only know some of the story beats for Shadowbringers. I don't know shit for Endwalker. Endwalker, all I know is that the world's about to end and you gotta save it. That's the extent of my knowledge. Okay, So... Okay, wait. Before we continue, I gotta actually run to use the restroom real fast. Be back. I'm back. Alright. Let's get this over with. Alright. Doing enough now. True, because he's on his own for the most part. But if he has a decent army by himself, and since he can pretty much fend for himself, he should be okay. Yeah, for the most part, it's just gonna be the four of us, so... meh. I don't like the looks of this. I was like, please don't tell me that several cutscenes will play in sequence. Set aside sufficient time. Alright. Let's just get this over with.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together.
Hey, I'm a homeboy.
In
Tell
times
them
of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
True. You've saved their asses time and time again.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
Huh.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alfino. Would that the lad could be with us.
I too owe my presence here to Alfino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
We have a fucking defense protecting us from the Empire. You know, say that right, pretty much.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
Empire?
The Ascians.
No. No, yeah, right.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
Lisa's there, just like,
I
that's
see
the
the
word.
wisdom in targeting the Ascians. An assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic. Subterfuge.
You have an idea?
Something else like,
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
spread the rumor.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire.
Speaking of Thancred, I can barely
Ultimately,
hear you.
however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent, family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
Okay, well, that works.
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity.
Mayop's new voice actor,
Twas his
or
plot
actress
that
is not bad.
scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Don't think you're better than them somehow? How? Hmm?
That way. Sorrow.
Huh? Yeah, I'm thinking like, what the fuck?
Must be changed.
What the fuck? What's happening? I don't get this. What?
Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life.
Wait.
Twin
Is that
dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice.
Spies in our midst?
Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
the fuck was that? I was so confused.
Is it over?
Oh wait, what?
Master Thancred!
Wait, what the fuck happened to Thancred? What happened?
12 for Fend.
What's wrong? What the fuck happened?
Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Okay, so that's gotta be the thing that leads into Shadowbringers, because it's like, he's gone. Yeah, the trailer he's okay, so something happened.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
So he's just in a coma?
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
So what the fuck was it?
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
The fuck happened? Like, genuinely, I'm lost. Like, what the fuck happened?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors.
Well, let's hope we actually managed to pull this off, is the thing.
Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
I mean, it was all sudden, so I mean, I guess.
Jose and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. What the fuck happened?
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Well, yeah, we were just like in some weird void.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
By what? By what, though?
Called?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, like, called by what?
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
Then how is he alive, though?
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether, a consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Lahabrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys.
I worry that we're not gonna fucking find the answer. That's the problem.
As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
But they said of a calamity.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
It couldn't be an Ascian, because the Ascians want to cause the calamities, but we want to prevent them. So something's going on. Who or what is trying to fucking beckon to us? How? Okay, wait. Huh? Yeah, wait. So the Scions are being targeted, but for what? For what purpose and to what ends? I learned an emote, apparently. The fuck is it? What's the facial expression? Endure, so just grit your teeth. Prelude and Violet. This is the final quest for this patch. What I'm wondering is, what the hell could be happening? Because honestly, I have no clue what the fuck what the hell was happening. Because right now, we have no knowledge. So. Hey, the man of the hour.
Urianger! God, it's good to see you.
Oh wait, it's our text whips.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the fuck did they go on about?
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known.
I don't believe it is, though.
Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
Well, he's all the way in fucking Alamigo. In like Alamigo.
Then, without further delay.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
How do you know that?
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to...
Huh?
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Oh no, what the fuck? Wait, then why is he the only one that's hearing and not us? Oh no. No.
I hear it too.
Oh fuck, great, it's back. Who the fuck is it?
Throw wide the gates.
Well, okay, we're fine, right?
No, this can't be happening.
Don't tell me. Why is it us? I don't get it.
Y'shtola, Urianger, open your eyes.
Where's Kryl? Where the fuck is Kryl? She's got to be here somewhere, right? We saved her. She should be back in the fucking waking or rising stones.
Open your eyes, I beg you. Say something. Anything. Not again. Please. Not again.
I'm getting fucking goosebumps. What the fuck's happening? Wait, listen. Where the hell am I? I'm here still. Okay, what the fuck happened? Cutscene again? Or is it just... Basically, it is. Okay. Okay, so that's 3 now. That's 3 people that fucking face the same shit. So... Thank you, Ori. Fucking man's a legend. Gabu? Is it him? I still don't understand what the fuck's causing this, though. It's like the main problem I'm like failing to understand. It's like, why the hell is this happening? Like, I get the fucking Like, I understand if it's just like, oh, it's, fucking... It would make sense if it's Asians, but it's like, I don't think it is. It's the problem, because it's like, they said something about the calamity happening. It's like, another one. 2 worlds will be destroyed. Only you. I'm like, wait, does that mean that only us can stop it? Like, that's the only thing that can make sense. Or only you stand in their way, but it's like, even then, it didn't make sense. It's like, why mention another calamity to us? Because then it's like, okay, I don't get... It's weird. I don't know. Sorry, 1209. We're already near the final patch, though, so that's a good sign. Skaboo. Yay, our boy! I'll make sure he's okay. Or at least have, like, some sort of, I guess, connection, I guess, which is fair.
Here he is, my lady.
Gaboo, it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the 3 of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens?
It feels like it's been
I was
so
feeling
long.
pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear. No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
We have a long journey ahead of us. We're approaching the finale though, which, hey, I'm all for. I know we have one more dungeon though, which is for the last patch for Stormblood. So, But our tale's not done yet. I'll wait for it to load. So, yeah, we don't know what like has been causing them to be like fucking struck down other than the weird calling. True, they probably had like a lot of connections between them, so. Because we're trying to search it we're trying to find Nothingness, still trying to wonder where the fuck he went. And we're ready to like take on the Empire with what we can, so. Okay, so kill everyone. Got it. And thus, we prepare for the we are in the end game, boys. We're in the end game for Stormblood. We still have the Shadowbringers and Walker to go through, which I was gonna post the poll yesterday, but I was like, no, I didn't finish the streams proper, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna bother. I'll do it today though. Oh boy, I'll post the poll with the request today.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart.
We have planned for that, though.
Have you no words for me?
I mean, you're wearing his son's skin, so I mean...
Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate?
Gee, I wonder.
Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I should be the one to sigh. I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree?
Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
Oh shit!
You fiends are overfond of your own voices. Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine.
What the fuck?
Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
So he's got two Ascians to deal with. One with his grandfather, the founder of the Empire, basically, and the other being his own son. Great. More problems for us. It's not over yet? Christ. Well, at least Stefano's doing okay. Oh, no, what's happening? What in the world is this, actually? What the fuck? Hmm? The fuck? How are they all dead, though? What the fuck? Oh. They have a fucking... They have a gas. Great. This guy has gotta be Caius. Like, he's a Garlean. And, yeah, no, that's Caius. He's gotta be. Because, like, he's got the same fucking weapon. Like, that's gotta be him, right? I feel like it. Yeah, the Ancients are called that. Yeah, wait, no, that's just... That looks like Gaius' blade. Like, I ran fucking Praetorium and, the other shit, like, way too many fucking times for, like, the main scenario, duty roulette for XP. That's gotta be them. Well, let's wrap this up. We're on the final stretch.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring.
There is a black rose because it's a voice. What the fuck is it,
have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elfino's still missing. What? It's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Hey, it's Kryl. I know the was. Anywhere?
Kryl! I thought you were busy delving into the mysteries of Eureka.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Kryl. We would welcome your insight.
Yeah, because right now we have nothing to fucking explain what the shit just happened.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium? My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
Christ. Just like shocking on, like, what the fuck, guys? He's missing. He could be fucking dead.
As you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
It's like,
yes, he remains altruistic to a fault, but I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before. You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone.
I'm like in shock still. It's like, what the fuck?
A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh?
I'm like, oh, like, what the fuck? Okay, fine. What could be the secret?
Right, I'd better have.
You have my nose clipped into my armor.
They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me.
And that's where the infirmary is. Huh. Could have fooled me. Well?
All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep.
So comatose.
Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
So it's like, what kind of sign is it?
Yes. The Elder Seed Seer made a similar observation.
Yeah, so like, what the fuck's going on?
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes?
More or less, yeah.
If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred. I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't, but that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Back to her again. Damn, there's a lot of hunt marks going off. Two in Garlemald and one in Outer Lanuska. Fuck's sake. Tempting though may be for me to... What the fuck? Hang on, what? Okay. Good. Weird. No, but yeah, tempting as it may appears for me to go ahead and go for those hunt marks, I'm deciding no, just because, well, it's not really worth it. It's like, those hunt marks will be there, all the time. Besides, they're the low-ranking ones, not anything like for any of the other expansions. I want to get to Endwalker, because I know there's a bunch of... marks for me to find. Alright, it's already 12:33. We are on the clock. Let's get a move on. I can just teleport out of the gate, but... Right. No one to complain. Also, I find it fitting that like I have my Rebirth mount be for a Iron Man, which is because it's a void scent. It's a void scent creature, basically. It's only fitting that I had that be the mount. Hopefully, I'm sorry I haven't been saying much. In chat, especially. I know I haven't. Or to chat rather. I mean, I was being gross with this expansion still, so. Final client. If I can get it all done before I have to leave again, huge.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems. Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
Well...
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
Yeah, we have no clue what the fuck our friends are, nor Alpha now.
Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she?
Pretty much, yeah.
Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Damn, okay. Okay, I just walked into my room.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
If I can find anything. Christ, that's loud.
What is it? Did you find them?
Just from her face? No.
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
Get out with it!
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could their ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods!
But their souls still... Their bodies still would
bodies are
live.
just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where? That's the problem. We don't know where. See?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking.
But where? Again, the point still stands. Where the fuck do we look? Also, who?
Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way.
What now?
That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them. I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Okay, here's my next question. What the fuck's happening?
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting at shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that's but one thing at a time.
Okay, cool. We need to get going now. Oh, crap, why the fuck are you following us? Aren't you the one that's supposed to, like, fucking investigate shit? True. I think what Louis Swap was like, be nice. Money! Like getting food. Fuck food, get money. Alright, well, let's just hope everything's going good in the Almegan Quarter. I doubt it, if they're fucking warning us. Well, people, but who knows? We'll find out. Let's get to it. Alright, 1 down, 6 more to go. Let's get the ball rolling. Right, what are we in for? What are we in for? Oh wait, these people.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
I mean, I have Aether Crystals, so I can fast travel anywhere.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
Give it to us straight.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Hey, settle.
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This Shadow Hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
But where is he? Like, is he okay?
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn.
But
Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
we don't know, I guess.
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's Guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion.
Let me guess. Black Rose?
I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
Well, round
I
two.
knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't.
But I will.
Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Fair.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Not again. No. No.
Sorrow must be changed.
Please, no. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone.
Looms a calamity.
Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
We're both fine. Okay, good.
You heard it too.
Okay. I was scared. I was like, please don't let me be alone.
Well, at least we're both still standing.
Who else? Who could have been fucking called still?
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
You tell us. We don't know.
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Yeah, we need to go like fucking now before this happens again. Which I'm 90% sure it's gonna happen. Again. Yeah, we still have the invasion, so. Demon Enclave. Alright, well, that's second quest done. Christ. Okay, we're already speedrunning through this shit. Okay, good. I like that. I like that. That's good. What's not good still is that we almost lost, like, Alizé. So, that's another friend we would have fucking lost. So something's amiss, and I don't like it. Also, before we continue, yeah, I'm a psychopath. I took on every job. Or at least I'm still planning on taking on every job. I'm a sociopath. Shut up. I'm aware. I'm aware I'm fucking stupid. I'm doing this, but still. Well, I bring good news and bad news. Bad news is all our friends are fucking gone. We don't know where. Okay. Oh, scrolling. Fucking nibbled. Oops. Yeah, the invasion's happening soon. We're gonna need your guys' help, like, pronto. Also, Alphinaud's kind of okay for the most part, but we need help, like, now. Yeah, like, we need help, like, now. We need to, like, fortify everything fucking now. Empire wants to fucking basically demolish... Hey, where's he at? Right, the elegant manager bear that we see before. Nice, we actually get to test the barrier out. Yeah, we can easily handle it. Let's do that first. The sooner we get that barrier up, the better off we're gonna be, so the way we don't have to worry about them fucking trying to invade us. Alright, 2 down. 5 to go. Let's do this thing. The dungeon, I think, is the only one that's going to be, like, a concern. Because it's going to be, like, a lot of cutscenes. Wall time. Let's get to move on. It would be interesting to see how this fares. Hang on a second. Hey, what are you doing? Hang on. My cat's starting to mess with shit. Hang on. What are you doing? No, come on. Come on. No, come on. Ow. I gotta get my cat out of my room. Alright. To our next destination. The fucking burn. Off we go. We rapidly approaching the end though, which has me happy. I'm excited for that.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand.
Seems like it.
Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Shit.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, that shit.
1,000 yards. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. 4,000. 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards.
Nice.
We've done it.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us.
Lost some slips where they have some fucking elegant shit. Like last minute, it's like some bullshit just happened. It's like, huh?
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Same. Never mind. Oh shit, never mind. It's our friends. Wait a minute. Wait, no. I forgot.
It's Alphino.
I forgot Alphino was also a fucking...
What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Of course. I forgot he was gonna get called. It only makes sense. Fuck.
Please, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
That's why we weren't. That's why we were fine. He was the one to go next. Fuck.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
Let me guess. Was I right about Gaius? Please don't tell me. Don't tell me I was right. It's fucking Gaius. Oh my fucking god. I was right! I fucking recognize the weapon!
Aye. Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
Gaius got a fucking, like... He got a fucking huge
Stand
change.
down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
I'm wondering the same thing. How the fuck did he live?
Do you remember how it unfolded? How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians. The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered into oblivion.
Well, that's not a bad one.
But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
Nah.
In this single respect, perhaps.
Yeah.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-masked ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source.
I mean, there's more in other reflections.
Nebriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Habrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Habrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us?
I'm thinking those last two are probably some...
As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
That one is gotta be a little bit... a little bit storm
Elidibus
itself.
seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Yeah, pretty much.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
90% sure they're going to.
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Ciegalvas.
Who's Elidibus, so.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus. All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
It would be mine. Or that one, Ian. But he's right. There are much more pressing matters to deal with at this time. Stir up even worse bad blood.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods. Even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises.
There's a time and a place for everything. This ain't it.
Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
Well, somehow Gaius is alive. But he's not wanting for us to die.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least.
I'm not gonna complain. If he helps us, that's all that matters.
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
I don't think much can be done, though. That's the problem. Well, Familiar face, but no more a foe. I'm not gonna complain. Guys, we only got the third quest done. Shit. But still. If all is probably to be expected, there's not gonna be any sign of injury. Yep, it's just like the others. Yeah, he's not hurt, thankfully, but he's stuck in a limbo where he can't do shit. At least one of these Eldenard training company to help. Yeah, true. At least we'll be back at the Rising Stones, so can't complain about that. Meanwhile. Fuck, they're gonna make more, aren't they? They mean to procure more.
Our supplies at Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance. See that you do.
Seriously? Fucking seriously?
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention.
It's not a tool of war, it's a tool for extermination. For eradication. Genocide.
A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing. A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
So he's probably Emmett Silk.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
Yep. It's gotta be Emmett Silk.
that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire.
So I don't care about the Empire. I care about balancing light and dark.
You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in Allagan cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the Founding Father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey? If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I, anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
Well, the final climb begins. Farley on the front lines, and thus afterward, we only have a few things left. 3 requests after this. And then we are done. What's Stormblood? Let's get this wrapped up. We only have like so little time. Well, how much further do we have to go through? Apparently not too much. Let me see. After this, the dungeon, and thus a little bit more left, and then we're done. This one's a bit of a lengthy one. Let's get it over with. This one's a bit of a lengthy one. These last Odyssey quests are lengthy. Next one's the dungeon one, and everything else is just the last wrapping up for the expansion, which we should be able to get it done in time, unless these cutscenes take 20 million years, which I'm hoping they don't. Also, if I'm sorry if I'm talking like way too fast, I'm just like wanting to get this done. It's been a long fucking day.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord here. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
Yeah.
So, Alphino won't wake up. Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right? Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same damn thing. I'm like, what the fuck?
Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varissos Galvus would be attending.
You mean the Emperor?
The Emperor himself. Well, Varus did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
God, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
I'm right here.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Fine, okay, fine, fair, whatever. I'm not. But fine, I'll be there.
That's settled then. We don't know what Varus means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
Let's make a close call for getting the expansion
The Alliance
done.
leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
It is good that we're actually managing to make good progress, though. We're actually almost done with the expansion. I'm glad I started early. Yep. Cutscene. Hey, it's Armoric. Well, 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 if it isn't the fucking big bastard himself.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated.
Why don't I try to stop them? Broker peace with them.
Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance, I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Someone's been doing their homework.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people.
Probably better lives.
There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty.
Might just get the last quest done and then you have like
Would
0.5
that your
left to
people
finish.
might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alize says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
This quest going on forever, I swear. I'm only gonna get like, I have 2 more quests after, like, these next 2, and then it's like, oh great, not like. But it's like, again, I have 4 quests left, and it's like already 1:30. It's like, I thought I started early too. I was trying to start a stream early just so I can get this all the shit done, but clearly, wasn't enough. Hypocrisy. Yeah, no, it sounds like very much so hypocritical. He does know Eorzean history way too damn well. If he's willing to shill or to like indulge us with some of what he knows, maybe he's as his tool. Committees, and then maybe, just maybe, we might get some information out of him. Alright, round 2. After this, we catch the quest, and then we have one more.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Oh, fuck it.
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons posed to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause.
I'm guessing no. We'll hear it out.
My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be.
Which is?
In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more.
How so? That I don't get. Like, how? What the fuck would you be doing? Oh, hey, what's up? You look at me?
No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
Tyrannical genocide.
What in Lorga's name are you talking about?
He's talking about genocide. We should know.
I am talking about the origins of the star, of the source and its 13 reflections.
So he's trying to fucking cause more calamity.
Great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined.
Okay, yeah, Sam. No.
That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
But in the unification of the worlds, kill everything.
A rejoining of worlds?
That tracks.
I have heard this tale of the source and its reflections before.
But in doing so, you bring about the destruction
Are
of
these
everything.
not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
See? See?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire?
No, he's just being fucking debated.
Would you condemn me for this alliance?
Yes.
For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters when the prize is true and lasting peace?
It's not the prize, it's the fucking punishment. It's a fucking punishment, dude. It's a lie. It's a lie.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence. Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard.
No. No.
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs.
No?
We would be the masters of our own fate.
But you want to control them still.
I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
No.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable. Unconscionable.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands.
We already do!
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
She got a point.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
No, because it destroys everything else.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
Yes, literally. Fuck you. Just like with that, it's like, no. We just can't get on that way of life. Like, you don't. People are allowed to choose for themselves, and everything is supposed to...
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
People need to be unique. Need to be of their own volition. That's what makes everybody unique. Everybody comes from a different background. Everyone has their own history.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me.
Cool, I can't wait to freaking kill you.
Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Alright. Cool. Can't wait to kill you. See ya, dude. Put a scythe through your chest. To think he would be so easily swayed by the Ascians. To think. Well, could have gone better. Could have been worse. True. That actually is a good sign. Alright, face of war. Let's do this thing. We have 30 minutes to get this done. I should be able to. Those cutscenes take like 20 million fucking years. But we're at the end of the base thing. Technically, there's 2 more fucking quests. If I can get them done early, we're good.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Gallians come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
You got me? You got me?
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
The 2 of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Oh yeah, we're fucking down to...
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Always.
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Here I thought we had the ending of Stormblood was like the biggest fucking family I've ever seen for like a war. And yet, here we are. This is the shit. Unfortunately though, that's gonna be the last thing I can do. If I don't finish the quest on time, I'll probably just record it as a separate video through OBS and not probably just upload it to YouTube. So. And then also, if things fail to go through, I'll probably just also upload it onto Twitch.
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it.
I doubt it though.
It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be alright.
You know me? I got a big ass fucking sight on my back.
So please, don't you dare leave me alone. No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Fucking hype, bro. Alright. Gimlet Dog. 6 minutes. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully. Shouldn't. If it takes more than 6 minutes, yeah. If it takes more than 6 minutes, I'll probably close it out. I'll probably close out the stream, honestly. If you No, I can't actually, unfortunately. I just realized like what time it is, and judging with how long the dungeons take, they take like probably like this one. I could probably look up a video of it real fast. Here, let me see here. Gimlet Dog. Yeah, it's like a solid 20-minute playthrough. The whole fucking dungeon, yeah. Yeah, that's a full, like, 15 minutes. And they sat through all the cutscenes. And I am, like, really crunched for time. And I don't think getting in the queue will, like, be fast enough, unfortunately. Which genuinely disheartens me because I really want to finish this thing today. I wanted to. Like, I planned in advance. Like, oh yeah, I could probably, like, stream the whole thing, get it done on time, do whatever. No. Apparently not. Which fucking pisses me off, but it is what it is. I think for the most part, I will do this in my free time, and I'll have the video for it in the rest of the post game about the channel. I'm gonna be doing it in my free time, so I'm doing it later today. I won't have any microphone audio, or at least I might try. And no webcam. I will have the general gameplay and have that be the end of it, though. I will try to get the last 3 things done. I wanted to finish this patch today. Like, I genuinely was trying to plan in advance. I was trying to, like, plan everything accordingly. I had everything planned out. Unfortunately, things had come up. And apparently I didn't plan too well. But I did the best I could. So, you know what? I'll give myself a pat on the back for that. Unfortunately, while this is ends on a relatively huge cliffhanger, especially since, again, literally, right here, Face of War, we're right there at the end. I had to put a pin in this. I guess for the time, though, I'll put things at it. Teleport to the Free Company house, and then I'll go ahead and just probably close out the stream. As much as I want to go ahead and take part in this final bit, I can't afford the time. I have the time to afford, though, for just simply closing out the stream and just giving everything just more or less a calming finale. Winding down for the day. And honestly, like, thanking those, especially, like, all of you guys for, like, sticking with this entire stream, even though I haven't been talking too much for the most part. And with, like, watching me go through every bit of the MSQ for, like, these last 2 patches for Stormblood, because honestly, this has just been a ton of fun to go through. As much as I want to stream myself continuing going through, like, all the content, I can't afford it. I have, like, other responsibilities that keep me at bay, and honestly, I don't want to, like, fuck up my schedule, and I also want to experience the content in my free time, so I genuinely want to enjoy the content at my own pace. Which is why I kind of wanted to just experience almost all of Stormblood on my own, and then do the post-game, or do the finale stuff at the end. Genuinely, the plot has gotten really good at the foot end of Stormblood, which makes me super happy. I thought the expansion was okay at first, but with this post-game stuff, it's been getting really, really interesting. Not only with the bridge to what is going to be Shadowbringers, but for what the story is wrapping up for the entirety of Stormblood. It gives more insight to, and to Varys and Solus. It's like, it gives more insight to those characters. It keeps everything interesting for, like, all the writing. Like, the writing's phenomenal. I fucking love it. It's so good. I thought Heavensward was good. This was not bad. Is it better than the Heavensward? It's up for debate. I loved Heaven's Word though, tenfold, bar none. That's one of my favorite expansions so far. And no doubt Shadowbringers and Endwalker are going to be my new favorites, without a doubt. But, as I said, I'll probably be streaming the finale of Shadowbringers for the most part. And then I'll post a poll later today once I get done. And once I get back home from doing whatever I have to do here in the next couple minutes, or, well, not couple, but next few minutes. I'll post a poll asking, like, if you guys want to see me stream my reaction for Endwalker, because, well, now it's the final expansion for the time being. Now, granted, we're already at 6.3 content, which I will probably do those reactions, guaranteed, if need be. I'll guarantee reactions to the patch content. At least, I'll try to. I know Shadowbringers questline's big, I know the post-game stuff for those patches is also really freaking big. But at the same token, I really want to go ahead and experience that firsthand. But I also want to stream some of it too. But yeah. I suppose it's only fair for me to just kind of like close out the stream of a higher note still. So, let's keep things a bit more lighthearted. So, while we've been streaming for about, Christ, almost 3 hours, hard to believe. We'll keep things winding down for the rest of this. But, for what has happened, I think this game is actually really good. I love the story so far. And like I said before, I've also been taking up every job. So, I pretty much have almost every job. I don't have Scholar yet because I'm leveling up my Arcanist up to level 30. Once I hit that, I get Summoner and Scholar. And then I have every other. I also still have to level up Pugilist and Rogue so I can unlock Monk and Ninja. But I have a ways to go. I still have a ways to go. But for the most part, I'm always all for the journey. This game's been wonderful. I've been having a blast with it, and I'm eager to see what is to come next with Shadowbringers. But yeah. Those of you who've actually stuck around for like, or popped in and out of the stream, for those maybe watching the VOD after it's gone up, honestly, I gotta thank you for like sticking around and enjoying the content. And then also, like I said, with the last stream, it got copyright claimed, which, great. But since last time, they couldn't actually do anything because I know what the heck my freaking rights are, and I know that the fact that the content in the freaking thing is by a bot in the system can circumvent it for the most part. Unless they decide to do something fucking stupid, in which case, who knows. But, yeah. No, but yeah, like, I genuinely super fucking happy with, like, how far we've gotten so far in the game. And this journey overall has just been fun. Like, I've loved this game, like, start to finish. Like, I've gone, like, almost pretty much, like, a full year since I started playing. And honestly, this game's just been fun. Like, it's been a year of me playing Final Fantasy XIV, and it's just been nothing but fun. I managed to get a few friends recruited, I got them to try out the game, a bunch of them love it. Like, some love it, some don't. Honestly, if they like it, that's cool. If they don't, they don't. I guess another thing I can get into is, like, what's the plan for the next stream? It'll probably just be another Deep Rock stream. The Lunar New Year event is actually going on right now for Deep Rock, so I'll probably be doing that next week. If anything. And then from there, I guess the game plan is just to, you know, just have fun and see what goes from there. I'm not doing Warframe anymore. I'm going to say this much right now. I've stopped with Warframe. I think I said on like a previous stream, but for those who are unaware, I just am going to be done with it because the game just feels so samey. Nothing really new to incentivize replaying the game, other than maybe grinding out a frame or two, grinding up certain resources. Like, this fucking itch. But aside from that, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and play whatever the hell I feel like. For the most part of streaming, I said I'll do Deep Rock, I'll do Final Fantasy 14 without a shadow of a doubt. Hell, I might do some grinding streams where it's like, hey, I'm grinding out some levels for my jobs. I'll try to work on maybe like improving the stream setup stuff as time goes on. I finally got some tipping stuff set up for this channel. So under the about section, you have there's a tip section for there, and in the description as well. There's always a donate link for that same thing for tips. Alerts will show up on stream for every donos given. So honestly, everything you donate to me goes for a good cause. Helps me get more content going out the window for y'all. For more games, more streams. I mean, hell, yesterday I had to like pull like roughly $300 out of pocket just because apparently a tire I had just fucking got punctured and basically started leaking air. Keep in mind, this is the second time my car has had to deal with this. I've had my car for like only a few months because I basically just got a new work car. Basically, it's like still cheap, but like the whole thing is like it just got a second freaking hole punched in the tire. First time around, you get it patched. It was fine. This time around, can't get patched. I had to get replaced in its entirety, and that pissed me off. But I'm like, what am I to do? So, I had to do what I had to do. But yeah. Yeah, no, I wanted to just also stream today just because, like, yesterday was kind of just a huge fucking loss for me. I got paid today, but even then, like, that was a huge hit. My paycheck was barely able to cover the replacement for the tires, so yeah, just mainly been wanting to take it easy for the day and just unwind the stream and play this game. Which honestly, hey, I'm not gonna complain. And honestly, this has become my new comfort game. I would have stuck with Team Fortress 2 as my comfort game, but this has become a new and proper comfort game, I'd say, for me. Like, I managed to encourage some friends to play more of this game, joined a free company, managed to be part of a new, like, group of people who like this game. I actually probably call my friends now. Like, I've just been having a blast with this game. And it feels so refreshing to have that experience again. Because last time I could say that was back when I was playing TF2. And this game has been like a delight to constantly come back to. And sink my time that I've had off into this game. Just enjoy every moment of it. So, yeah. Well, I think with not much else to say, like I said, I'm gonna probably be grinding out some more jobs in my free time. Hell, I might do a Final Fantasy stream where I'm just playing through the game and trying to grind out levels. Or hell, do some duty roulettes and maybe try to do the Wondrous Tales or fucking custom deliveries. There's a whole slew of things I could do, but I'll keep going off. But yeah, honestly, like, I just appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate, like, everything that's, like, been going on. I know I'm not, like, the biggest, like, creator in the world. Like, fucking, I don't know, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye. Like, I'm not, like, any of the big shots up there. But hey, gotta start somewhere, and overall, I've been having a fun time. And who knows? I don't know if I'm actually gonna be going back to Twitch or not. It's still up in the air for, like, that thought. Gotta need water. I'm parched. It's fucking big. But, I just, like, don't know if I want to go back to Twitch or not. Just because, again, the policies are just, like, a huge, like, red flag, and I don't know if I want to stick with this through thick and thin, at least on YouTube. I know Twitch has their own, like, slew of issues, whether it be, like, the really crappy ways of getting money. But also with this one, it's a steeper requirement for you to get paid, but also at the same token, it's just kind of how it is. But also, you have an opportunity for more growth because YouTube is a much more like central platform that people use for growing. I've seen people like Ludwig even talk about how YouTube is meant for you to develop an audience. Twitch is meant for you to capitalize on that and bring your audience with you to Twitch. You get like a bunch of money, you get subs, you get whatever. You'll be fine on there. But YouTube is where you develop your community, and I kind of am, like, in agreement. I mean, I had a decent following on I had a decent following on Twitch, but for the most part, it was just kind of not much. It was just few and far between. So it's just kind of here. Actually, simple heads. So it's like just a simple auto walk thing. But it was just kind of one of those things where I'm just kind of left thinking to myself, like, do I really want to stick with Twitch or do I want to go over to YouTube? And so far, I think YouTube's just been relatively slow, but that's just how it is. It feels like a proper beginning for me. Because with Twitch, it was just mainly like friends and friends of friends. So I really couldn't go from there too much, so. It was just sort of hard for me to like get anything done on there. But with here, it feels like it's a fresh beginning. And I mean, I can only go with what I have so far. Yeah, the only place I can go is up. And besides, if need be, I'll relegate the streams and give like stream highlights here. I'll have the stream VODs here and maybe the stream highlights here. Or I might make a second use for like a second channel where it's like just the VODs for like it's just the VODs of the streams. Whether it be old or new. But yeah, who knows. Generally I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I want to do. For the time being, I'll do the streams here, and then, who knows? Maybe I'll private the streams and then upload them to the VODs channel, so that way people can see them. Maybe I'll just keep things here. I honestly don't know, but all I know is that wherever the hell the road takes me, I'll just go where it leads. But yeah. I guess on a much more like not as like super serious, I mean still serious note. Like I said, next week's game plan is we'll be doing a Deep Rock stream for the Chinese New Year event, or the Lunar New Year event is that it's referred to as nowadays. And aside from that, I think the following week, who knows, I might do another grinding stream for FF14. Just like chill leveling stream and talk with y'all. Who knows? Or hell, I might go ahead and do the unthinkable and play TF2 again, because I haven't played that game in like months, like almost a year now, practically it feels like. But who knows? But yeah. And then aside from that, like I said, school's been coming in full swing. I will say this right now, I will not be doing a stream sometime in the middle of February, I believe somewhere between the 16th and the 19th, I think? In between that time frame. And that is solely due to the fact that I am actually going to be heading out of town for my cousin's wedding, actually. My cousin's on my mom's side. And because of that, I'll be gone sometime in February, basically. So I'll be gone for a time, but I will be back eventually. Well, I'll be back obviously like in a week, but still. Needless to say, I'll be out of town there, and then I'm also just trying to think of like a few other things that's going on sometime soon. There's not much else really planned, I guess, for the foreseeable future other than just me being out of town for the wedding. It won't be until fall break where I leave once more for a sort of family vacation, supposedly, but that's not until like fall. So, because for spring break, I am actually gonna be home. My family's gonna be out of town, but I'll be the only one at home. So I have a few things I'm gonna have to tend to. But yeah, other than that, I think streams will probably be still proceeding apace at around, well, 1 stream a week. Like, that's my general goal, is just 1 stream a week, if not try to do 2 streams, 2 or 3 streams a month. Like, my goal is to at least keep a consistent-ish schedule, and it's like where either the first week or the last week of the month I take off, like flat out. First or last full week of the month, I take off. That's what I want to do. Just for the sake of work and school, but yeah. I think with all that being said and done, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I know it's been a long-winded like thing, and I've been kind of carrying this out for a while. But again, I was on time constraints, and I know for a fact if I finished that dungeon, if I wasn't even going to get queued in for like a pretty early time, I would have been stuck in that queue for a little bit longer, and even then, the dungeon would have taken like 15 minutes, and who knows how many cutscenes we'll be playing afterward. So, I honestly want to give it a little bit of a heart-to-heart, keep everything a little bit more chill, relaxed for this last bit of the stream. And honestly, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Like I said, next week is a Deep Rock stream, so look forward to that. I will be just doing more chill Deep Rock stuff, doing chat, you know how it is. But until I come back again next week, sometime I think around maybe Wednesday or Thursday, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, enjoy the weekend, and until I see you guys next week, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, take care, and have a good one. See you guys.